Welcome home, brave heroes. I'm Ash, this is HeroQuest, and hear me out, animals. That's right, animals. Specifically, wild creatures, land, air, and seas, farm animals. This is a 16-piece pack of farm-oriented, themed animals such as pigs, cows, horses, goats, and sheep. And I am suggesting, of course, that these be used with our favorite dungeon crawler, HeroQuest. Now, why? Why Ash? Well, first of all, these are at the Dollar Tree, meaning they were only $1.25 USD. You might be able to find an equivalent at your local Poundland or anywhere very cheap toys like this can be found. I know that they have slightly higher quality, if not same, at Hobby Lobby for inflated prices as well. These figures scale quite well, I believe, with our HeroQuest minis, although I will say that in this case, the horses are a little bit small. They're not quite for riding heroically around, but rather you could say that these are young horses. Now, a lot of them will require a little bit of doctoring before you're able to stand them up successfully on a given board. At least the horses I'm having trouble with. There we go. And one of the cows. That's okay. You can use the hot water trick to get these guys to position the way you need them to be. Hot water doesn't have to be boiling. Put the mini in. Arrange it the way you need it, take it out, immediately submerge it in cold water. Their limbs will freeze in place. We have a very good assortment of animals here, and even if you don't like all of them, there are sure to be some that will provide you with some new gameplay element potential. We have 2 goats, 4 sheep, 2 pigs, 2 collies. I failed to mention that there was actually a dog variant in this pack of animals. 2 young cows, 2 older cows, I should call these calves actually, and 2 horses. You see them here on my Loki, Book of Battle Mats Towns and Taverns edition because they're outdoors, so of course they're going to fit great on this map. And if you have Loki Towns and Taverns, there's all kinds of quests that you can use these for, even if you only use them for background dungeon dressing, as it were. $1.25 for all the outdoor, farmland, rural village dungeon dressing you could want in the form of live animals anyway. Just another example. Okay, the sheep are slightly large, but I'm sure that there are sheep that you can find across the realm in a fantasy world that are this big. But never mind Loki Quest and their outdoor maps. What about vanilla HeroQuest? What about what we already have access to? I say as I again show off my beautiful dungeon mat from Ian Schofield's Beautiful Dungeon Mats collection, printed through Inked Gaming. Well, that's simple enough. Your hero could merely begin a quest in a dungeon wherein they have to rescue all of the animals before the animals become food for the orcs and goblins that have stolen them from the local farms. Come on, people, it's not that hard. In this example, the knight just forced open the door, leading to a room where 2 of these goats are being held captive. The knight will now be able to rescue the goats. I don't know if you as Zargon would like to allow your heroes in your animal rescue quest to be able to simply collect the goats, place them into hammer space in the knight's pocket and say you've rescued these 2 animals, or if you would like the knight to be able to sort of rein them and roll 1 red die for movement while leading them back unharmed to the dungeon entrance. You could also impose a sort of turn limit or time limit wherein if your heroes don't reach a given room or any room in a specified amount of turns or time, the monsters in that room with the animals will commence the slaughter and the heroes will begin to lose animals that they could be otherwise rescuing. Now, why would the heroes be rescuing these animals to begin with? Well, it's all fun and games for heroes to just go into a dungeon and completely slaughter whatever greenskins they can turn after turn. But in this case, we could also offer a bounty for each animal that is rescued. Nothing too egregious. After all, these poor farmers and laymen across the land who need the hero's help wouldn't be offering more gold than what these animals were worth, but these animals could still be worth quite a bit, or else the village could starve. So you could definitely give a total reward if all of the farm animals are found and rescued successfully, or a just reward per farm animal, or perhaps a bonus reward for each complete group of farm animals that the heroes rescue. And if you are lucky enough to find this pack at your local Dollar Tree, which you should be able to pretty easily in the toys section, and not just this pack, but one for the sea animals, safari animals, and dinosaurs, then why not pick up 2? And with double the packs, you'll have double the possibilities. Slowly herding NPCs out of a dangerous dungeon may not be everyone's cup of tea, but this could be a great idea if you are playing HeroQuest with kids, or otherwise just want a little bit more narrative to the quest and a little bit more of a reminder that there is a world outside of these constant dungeons in which the game always takes place. Plus, for the more metagaming variety, being chased across a dungeon while your heroes only have one movement dice, and then adding on that to the challenge of having your animals attacked by even more monsters who still have maneuverability that were left alive. And you could see how this could appeal to people who want a challenging quest as well. Your farm animals probably should not have attack dice, but I would definitely give them some form of defend dice, and I would definitely give them BP, which varies across the animal type, of course. Now, dogs is where I would possibly break convention. These collies are used to quite a bit of action. They like to herd sheep. They protect flocks from hazards such as wild wolves. They protect chickens from foxes. They are here to serve, and as such, the dogs at the very least could have attack dice. Perhaps there could be a sort of counterattack mechanism with them. But Ash, that will deter Zargon from attacking the dogs. Well, not necessarily. Just make it to where the dogs are worth a little bit more than, say, the pigs or the sheep. And if Zargon doesn't want the heroes to earn that sweet, sweet dosh, he'll focus a little bit of attention on the dogs. Even though that could mean that the dog counterattacking the goblin that just attacked could actually kill it in one blow, removing it from play. You could also play the quest a little bit differently. We're already outdoors, and the animals are all over the dungeon, which is actually a town, if you've got just the right amount of theater of imagination. And the heroes have to work together to get all of the, I keep wanting to say monsters, they're animals, all of the animals back to a center portion of the board or other specified room where the corral is implied to be. The farm animals could have their own movement dice as well, and Zargon could control them, having them go wild around the town and really giving the heroes a hard time, but with a few mechanics added, such as Border Collie being controlled by heroes and standing at the door to keep them from escaping, and animals not being able to pass through hero spaces or spaces occupied by heroes. You could have a pretty fun quest in which the heroes either have to work together or work competitively to see who gets the most animals in the center area, or otherwise specified safe zone. So that's it from me. I just wanted to talk about the animal pack that I got from Dollar Tree and some possible ways to use it in your HeroQuest games. Take them to the next level. If you like this video, I encourage you to watch another one. I have lots of different kinds of videos, different flavors slightly, but if I'm your cup of tea, I encourage you to subscribe. And maybe you could even end up one of the brave heroes that supports the channel in a major way, such as these amazing people that are about to come on the screen right now. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, brave heroes. Until next time, onward.